scores. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here we go. Here's Wright. All alone. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And here's Albuquerque now. Pass to Kamari. There's a screen. Jacks up a three. Sinks the tray.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Beasley misses. On offense, here's Albuquerque. It's a three-point game. Releases. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Here's Brewer. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
They set the screen. Pass to Wright. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Wright. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Albuquerque. Out to the right wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Wembanyama screen. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. That's tipped. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Brewer. Guarded by Banchero. Launches it. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Albuquerque leading by 6. Back to Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining.
And rejected. Right on the right side. Beasley with it. And he drives in. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Right outside. Off the mark there with a three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
They set the pick. He nails it, and we're tied. Beasley's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Wembanyama. That's good on the jumper. 7 points in the game.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Brewer. Shoots a fadeaway. Buries it from 3.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Banchero outside. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. Wembanyama screen. 5 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
Assist goes to Victor.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Beasley, left side. Wembanyama scanning the floor. He's off on that one.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Your home team.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what we've seen from Albuquerque so far, what's your take?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. Pass to Wembanyama. And there's the screen. Second chance shot. Oh, it's Wemby!
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Here's Brewer. He's got 6. Now right. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And here's Wright. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
To the middle. Pass to Brewer. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now here's Banchero. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Drills it from deep.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Black. Pass to Ellison. Now here's Reddish. And there's a pick to end the run. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Richardson for 3. They get it again. Outside Whitmore. Richardson with it. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Outside Reddish. Inside. Tipped. And they're on the run. Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. The shot that time not on target. Outside Reddish. Pass to Fareed. For 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Coulibaly. Outside Whitmore. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 5. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Now here's Reddish. He's scoreless. Outside Coulibaly. Pulls up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Here's Richardson. 6-point game. It's a one-on-one situation. Over to the wing. Here's Fareed. Counted from distance. Fareed's got 6 here in the quarter.
Still something Fareed is working on from that spot and that range, but there he buries it.
Outside Richardson. Left side Whitmore. 6 to shoot. They set a pick. The 3 is up. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
3 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that one's good. Coulibaly.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Mobo. Back to Whitmore. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Fareed. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Albuquerque out in front, up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Tries the spin move. And it's Whitmore missing. Here's Fareed. Pass to Reddish. There's a screen to the inside. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Here's Fareed for the lead. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Outside Whitmore. Ellison. It's hauled in by Reddish. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Ellison. Now Reddish. They set the pick. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
He's just got such a nice, easy release on the 3-ball. Reddish not looking rushed.
Koulibaly on the wing. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Takes the three, drops in the three. Koulibaly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Black, still without a bucket.
It'll be a turnover. Albuquerque ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Mobo. On the wing, Whitmore. Down low. They swipe it. Here's Koulibaly. Hits a three-pointer. Koulibaly's got 7 points. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And it's Koulibaly missing. Here's Ellison. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Whitmore. He's got 5. The kick out to Richardson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's hauled in by Black.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Here's Koulibaly. Puts the move on. Driving inside.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Black. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's Fareed. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Whitmore outside. Outside Koulibaly. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:09 left in the third quarter.
Home team foul.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Albuquerque. Koulibaly. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Koulibaly. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Richardson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Pass to Fareed. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Fareed's got 11.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Ellison. Here's Whitmore. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Koulibaly on the wing. Connects from downtown. Koulibaly's got 6 in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Beasley with it. There's a screen from behind the arc. They get the rebound. And they're on the break. And that's an intentional foul.
Michael Beasley. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta.
Abdur-Rahim.
Abdur-Rahim's got his first 3 points of the game. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Pure from three-point range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Abdur-Rahim. It's stolen by Wright. Pass to Beasley. The three is up. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
And the first one at the line is good. And Banchero drops them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. They set the pick. Here's the teardrop. And he takes it up and lays it in.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Wembanyama, high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Beasley outside. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Uses the glass on the layup. Chamberlain's got his first points of the game.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Albuquerque calls timeout. From our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Albuquerque's head coach said to the team. Coach knows they're losing the three battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Fareed, count it.
And this is the kind of big game hunting that Fareed likes as the manimal. Big confidence boost there.
Here's Whitmore. And there's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now That is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
1:57 left in the fourth. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to right. Here's Kamari. And here's Koulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Bankero. Chamberlain pulls it in. Right on the right side. From deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The 3 from Wembanyama. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And that one drops.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And Bilal Koulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul. "50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. The heartbreaker.
2 shots.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Oh, no holding back from Bankero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Beasley outside. Pass to Fareed. Back to Beasley. 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Bankero. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Personal foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for your home team.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And here's Albuquerque now. Right on the left side. Outside for Wembanyama. We're going the other way.
Home team ball.
Here's Brewer. Can't connect. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory. action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Here we go. Right with the ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Abdul-Rahim. There's a screen. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Kamari. And here's Albuquerque now. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. We've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4" skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Here's Brewer. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Beasley. For 3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Wright. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Knocks down the long J. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
It's 2-on-1 for the finish. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Still on right.
He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
They set the screen. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Beasley. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And that one drops.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Albuquerque foul. Kamari. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Here's Brewer. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Wembanyama screen. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for Albuquerque.
Away team foul. Wilt Chamberlain. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Albuquerque now. Leading by 5. Wembanyama down low. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Wright. Boom! Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Chamberlain. Still no points. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Wright from the arc. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. .111 left in the first quarter. Over to the wing, looking to end the run, and it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Here's Abdul Rahim. The kick out to Banchero. Takes the three. Chamberlain pulls it in. Beasley outside. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. It's tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Kamare. Sends it home from three-point land. Kamare's got 5.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Wright. Back to Wembanyama. Over Wright. And so it's Albuquerque, ending the quarter up 10. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. And more. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Here's Banchero, plenty of space. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Sinks the tray. He's got 6.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside for Wembanyama. Banchero the screen. To the inside. Banchero hammers it home.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's the 3. The rebound by Beasley.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nice move. Pass to Chamberlain. Now here's Wright. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
It's stolen by Wright. Here we go, all alone. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was Sweet! Albuquerque leading by 5. Here's Bancaro. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Shooting off the catch or creating off the bounce, Bancaro does both equally well.
Pass to right. Here's Abdul Rahim. Clock at 4. They set the pick. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Doubled by Beasley. The 3 from Bancaro. At the arc, Bancaro finds his mark.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Bancaro has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Pass to Brewer. There's the triple. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Bancaro going inside. Oh, Bancaro throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Bancaro just throw it down.
Beasley for 3. Sinks it from distance. Beasley's got 6 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Wembanyama. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Here's Abdul Rahim. Tipped away. Here's Abdul Rahim. And a two-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Albuquerque leading by 6. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Bancaro just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Brewer. No good from outside. And here's Albuquerque now. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Chalk up 2 there.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Wembanyama with it. Beasley covers. Bancaro outside. 4 on the clock. Down low. Off with the layup. Beasley for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside Coulibaly. 4-3. Ellison grabs the board. Here's Black. Poked loose. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Left side Coulibaly. And he drops it in from the low post.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. They set a pick. Here's Whitmore outside. It's hauled in by Reddish.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Albuquerque leading by 4. Pass to Whitmore. Stripped it away. Here's Black. No made baskets yet. Outside Reddish. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And there's a pick. Outside Whitmore. To the paint. Here's Ellison. And he dunks it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
On the take. That one drops for him. Ellison's got his first points of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Outside Coulibaly. There's a screen. Hits a three-pointer. Coulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Coulibaly. Fires for three. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Ellison. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Reddish. On target from range.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
2 minutes.
Outside Richardson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. .146 left in the third. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now Coulibaly. He's got 5. They set the pick. 5 on the clock.
Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
On the wing, Richardson. On the wing, Whitmore. From downtown. And Josh Richardson good for 3. Richardson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Reddish. To the wing, right side. The 3. Fareed, count it. Fareed's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Coulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Coulibaly. .29 seconds left in the third quarter. Ellison. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Albuquerque leading by 3. On the wing, Whitmore. It's hauled in by Black. There's a screen. To the right side. Here's Fareed. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Albuquerque out in front, up by 3. And time to step away quick. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Beasley outside. Pass to Wright. Driving to the basket. Here's Beasley. Got a hand on it. Wembanyama with it. Now Wright defending. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wright outside. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Second foul called. Tomorrow. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Beasley. The three ball. Rebounded by Kamari.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Shot is good by Brewer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the call on Banchero. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Chamberlain. And there's the screen. And here's Wright. Here's Chamberlain. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brewer. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Out left to the wing. Banchero with it. He takes it in. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
A smart move, using a little pump fake to get all the time he needed to go hard to the basket.
Man, it's just a simple move, but it looks so beautiful when it works. Reminds me of you, Grant.
Oh, I appreciate that, B.A.
Here's Chamberlain. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Banchero. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Here's Wembanyama. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Blocked again! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution for the away team. Number 35.
3 on the clock. Wembanyama. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal. He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Beasley.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Here's Banchero. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Albuquerque.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Kept alive. Here's Chamberlain, and that one is stuffed right through.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Pass to right. Here's Bankero. Outside for Wembanyama. Puts it up from 15. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Albuquerque calls timeout. On offense, here's Albuquerque. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Beasley into the lane. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line.
Second team.
That one on Bankero.
At the line for the away team.
That's good from Beasley. Now here's Wright. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds.
Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you. Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Right side, Wembanyama knocks down the triple.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Wilt Chamberlain.
It's stolen by Wright.
Timeout.
And there's a timeout from Mike Budenholzer. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fight?
Beasley for three. Oh, gets the three to fall. So Albuquerque wins it. That was an incredible night. Joining us, we've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here we go. Now here's Wright. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target with the three. And here's Albuquerque now. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Banchero the screen. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
At the line for your home team.
He's off on the second. Here's the break. Here's Kamari. From downtown. It's stolen by Wright. And they're running. Here's Fareed. A triple from the wing.
Still something Fareed is working on from that spot and that range, but there he buries it.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Banchero. On the take. Wembanyama up top. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Takes a three. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. The finish! And the dunk by Wembanyama.
That right there demonstrates how incredible Wembanyama is. I mean, sometimes he just does everything himself.
Banchero surveys. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Back to Banchero. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. Wembanyama's got 5 points.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Here's Wright. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Pass to Banchero. Tries the spin move. They set the pick. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
And here's Wright from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Wright's got his second basket of the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Albuquerque calls timeout. .152 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Wright. There's the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Wembanyama screen. Right outside. Here's Banchero. And here's Wright. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Banchero outside. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. And there's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Outside Wembanyama. Sinks the tray.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Right attacking. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. Here's Wright. 5 points in the game. Pass to Kamari. Now here's Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kamari. Fires it. No good there, off the double clutch.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Back to Banchero. Right on the left side. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Wright. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Trailing by 2. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Wembanyama screen. Jacks up a 3. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And here's Wembanyama. From deep three-point range, he buries it from 3.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Banchero outside. Outside Wembanyama. Wemby attacking. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On defense, the visiting team. Back to Banchero. Outside Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Banchero the screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
So he gets them both. Now right. He's got 10. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The three from Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the three.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. The three. Buries it from three. Abdur-Rahim's got 7.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Wembanyama with it. 5 to shoot. Back to right. Releases. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Pass to Kamare. From deep. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Fareed. From deep three-point land. Gets the three to fall. Give him 8. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Reddish with it. Now right defending. To the middle. Fareed. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Pass to Kamare. Back to Wembanyama. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Albuquerque calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup. While hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. 4 on the clock. The shot. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fareed. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Fareed's got 11 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Kamari. Banchero the screen. To the paint. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Outside Wembanyama. Banchero in the post. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Reddish. Here's Fareed. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In transition, here they come. Ooh, Banchero all the way.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Eight seconds left in the second period. On the wing, Whitmore. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Ellison grabs the board. Pass to Chalmers. Back to Coulibaly. Here's De Silva. Got a piece of it. And they're on the break. Here's Whitmore. He got a piece of it.
Oh, an active defender at 6'7". Whitmore is capable of coming up with these blocks.
Albuquerque leading by 3.
Mario Chalmers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Mobo. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Here's Chalmers. Oh, stolen by Richardson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, sometimes there's dunks and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
About a minute played here in the second half. And there's the screen. Outside Whitmore. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Chalmers. Still without a bucket. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time.
Richardson.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
.90 seconds into the second half now. Outside Whitmore. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes. 2 points. And here's Albuquerque now. The lead is 2. Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Richardson. Out to the right wing. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. It's been a couple of minutes since they led in this game.
Oh, they'd love to change that here.
Pass to Ellison. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Whitmore with it. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Team foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Whitmore. And there's a pick. Pass to Richardson. Back to Whitmore. On the wing, Richardson. Three-pointer. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Koulibaly with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. And here comes the break. And the finish on the break with the slam.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pass to De Silva. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Ellison. Left side Koulibaly. Now Whitmore. This one for three. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Albuquerque shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him.
Cameron Whitmore. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Back to Koulibaly. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to Mobo. 32 seconds left in the third quarter here. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Chalmers, guarded by Richardson. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets.
46.
Albuquerque out in front, up 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Right with the ball. Wembanyama screen. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Banchero. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Right with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Back to right. The three ball. Drills it from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
It's pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Banchero with it. Guarded by Banchero. Clock is at 3. Right. Misses the baby hook.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Fareed. 6 to shoot. And he jams it home with authority.
It seems as if Fareed is hitting from anywhere on the floor right now. He's taking mostly good shots and burying them.
Right with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home.
Here's Banchero.
Number 7.
Right outside. Clock at 6. Stolen by Wembanyama. On the break. Pass to Whitmore. Outside Wembanyama. Offensive board. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Right outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kamari. Banchero right side. To take the lead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's Wright. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Down low. And they're pushing it up for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Right outside. Here's Whitmore. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Wembanyama screen. The 3 from Banchero. Outside for Wembanyama. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Here's Wright. Banchero left side. Outside Whitmore. It's stolen by Wright.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
So you want to get your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration will drive your coach crazy.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Albuquerque.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Pass to Wembanyama to stop the run. Puts up a three, and he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Here's Kamari. Right outside. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fareed. Wemby driving. Counted.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero to the wing on the left. Right outside. Outside for Wembanyama. 4-3. This is the tray. So Albuquerque wins it. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill.
NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the 4 tonight. Now, right. With some arc. Got a hand on it. And so here's Albuquerque. It's right on the wing. Pass to Kamare. Here's Abdul Rahim. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Wright. Over Wembanyama. Right wing. Here's Kamare. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer right. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Wright throws it down hard.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Out left of the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Right, looking around. Offensive rebound. And here's Reddish. Now, here's Banchero. Second chance shot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
Pass to right. Here's Abdul Rahim. Wembanyama outside. Driving to the basket. Banchero outside. The kick out to right. Fires the 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here is Wright. He has 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Right side. He can't hit that time. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Back to right. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. To the inside. Back to Reddish. Pass to Wright. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target with his three. Wembanyama outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wright outside. Offline with his three.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Wright. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For Albuquerque, they've gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so Wright nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Over in the corner, Banchero buries the long-range jumper. Banchero's got 5.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Kamare misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. So it's the visitors now. To the left side wing. Reddish. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Banchero. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. And the rejection by Wembanyama. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And now the first timeout called here for Albuquerque. Fareed outside. The three-pointer no good. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Banchero with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Over Banchero. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted. In the league. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Wright. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Right down low. Outside for Wembanyama. There's a good screen. Fades back. Rebounded by Fareed. To the paint. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Wembanyama outside. Down low. Here's Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Wright. He's got 9. Wembanyama outside. Now Banchero. The three-pointer off the mark. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And here's Banchero after Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. Back to Banchero. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Stolen. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Right outside. A three ball. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Back to Fareed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Wembanyama with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Pass to Wright. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Reddish. Wembanyama with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Reddish's shot is good.
Timeout.
Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Albuquerque trails by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Richardson the bounce pass. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Mobo. Tries yet again. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Wembanyama for 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Richardson. That gives them the lead. Richardson's got the first bucket of the third here for Albuquerque.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Coulibaly.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Chalmers surveying the D. Whitmore with it. He has yet to score. Bangs home the trifecta.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Whitmore's got the lead back up to 3 now for Albuquerque. And the foul on Josh Richardson.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Albuquerque foul call. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Whitmore. And he uses the glass on the layup. Whitmore's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Pass to Mobo. There's a screen. Going inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Now Whitmore. 5 points in the game. Count it. Good. Whitmore's got 7 points in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Whitmore. 6 points for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Whitmore. Shoots the 3. No good on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Ellison. Nice move. And that one, good. Ellison's got his first basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now Coulibaly. He's defended by Coulibaly. Pass to Mobo. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And Albuquerque leads by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Chalmers. Scoreless thus far. Ellison. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Pass to Mobo. Coulibaly with it. There's the pick. Here's Ellison. 4 on the shot clock. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Chalmers. Now Whitmore to the middle. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Whitmore. He's got 6. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Whitmore. Richardson outside. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Chalmers. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque.
Started.
Here's Richardson, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Albuquerque out in front, leading by just 2. And time to step aside. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Oh, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
And he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Here's Kamara. And the 3-ball is good. Kamara's got the lead up to 5 now for Albuquerque. Pass to Banchero. Right outside. There's the 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Wembanyama. Here's Banchero. Outside for Wembanyama. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Wright. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Pass to Wembanyama. Right outside. The kick out to Fareed. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Wright, and he drives in, and the dunk by Wright.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Wembanyama, a screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
He doesn't care at all if he has to take a little punishment to get his points. You can say that for sure about Abdul-Rahim. He's not going to shy away from the contact.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
A three from Wembanyama. Drills it from outside.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Oh, and they take the lead.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Wright. Makes it off the glass. And Albuquerque leads by one. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Wembanyama, a screen. And finished off by Wright.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Second team foul.
1:05 left to play in the final quarter. Inside, Fareed. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Down low. Here's Wright. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Wembanyama outside. Now here's Wright. Outside for Wembanyama. Shoots. Oh, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
While doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Wembanyama outside. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. It's stolen by Banchero.
Timeout.
Here's Wembanyama. Can't cash in. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast.
Here we go.
Banchero left side. That one falls.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Koulibaly with it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's right atop the key. And finished off by Wright.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Driving the lane. And Fareed sends it back. And DeLon Wright. Gets the whistle that time. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second
Yeah,
team foul.
clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
And Wembanyama outside. It's not going to go for him.
2 minutes.
Wright with it. Now Wright defending. And Wembanyama, that's for two. Cans the shot from the wing.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And Carroll outside. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Kicks it out to Banchero. Trains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for Albuquerque.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level. And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Fareed outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Fareed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Koulibaly. The kick out to Wright. Here's Fareed. They get it back. Over in the corner, Banchero. Pass to Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Wembanyama. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. The lead is 2. Now Banchero. Wembanyama. It's good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
It's stolen. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to open.